What's up, beautiful people? It's your girls, Leanne. It's Soul Culture Podcast number 47. Um, I'm always on a beautiful adventure with divine people that are growing really, really great things in the community and changing the world with their talents and giving me this opportunity to learn with where we are growing as a world. So I'm on Facebook and I saw this ad for the Harmonium Evolution Experience. And this is our friend Kenny Claris. Welcome to the show.
Hi, thank you. Hi.
Yes, and Kenny Claris is out in the Netherlands, and he's got a beautiful story to share with us that I had the chance to just stumble upon with my personal love for mantra therapy, working with yoga and Reiki, and all these wonderful things I'm doing. I recently got a new harmonium, and then this just came up on my feed. So, the interesting thing about where we are with technology and social media, and friends really see this great opportunity. It went right into my WhatsApp. It got personal, I got connected, and it was a business opportunity. And I want to share this with the community because, first of all, I could feel the sincerity of this dedication to music that Kenny has. We had a brief talk and how he presented himself, and the views that he has, the work that he's put in. And I've been in the market a long time. I know the value of great people and great thinkers. And I want to be able to share that with our networks while I grow and have this experience with him. I want this opportunity also for you to hear a little bit about how this all happened for him and his journey with his childhood in music and harmonium, especially being, you know, from Belgium City, having a different background other than what he's going to expose us to with the knowledge of his journey with music and how the world of music has brought him to teaching with harmonium. So, Kenny, it's over to you. You're going to let us know a little bit about your journey and how this all started.
Yeah. So thank you for having me in your show, and it's amazing. So I like to maybe briefly explain how I came about playing harmonium. So because I get that question quite often. How you're a Western guy playing harmonium. That's not very regular, and especially teaching harmonium. So I've started when I was a child, and my parents started doing yoga, meditation, and actually, it was in a time that my father, especially, was going on in a having some bad times, some problems, and so he said, "Well, I need to change my life," and so that's what he was searching, like so many people, um, so he came to think about life, where do I go with my life? And so he started searching, and then he came to meditation. So as a child, from age of 6 7, I started meditating daily, morning, evening. We were doing uh many things that like is very connected to the Indian culture, doing puja, doing Havan, different ceremonies, worshiping deities like Ganesh, Shiva, Krishna. So that's how I grew up singing bhajans, kirtans, mantras, shlokas, and listening to Indian music on a daily basis. Really, absorbing all of it and listening to like legends, in classical Indian music, um, and going to concerts even of great ustads. So that's amazing that I had an opportunity. And later, I also got lessons from Indian teachers. An amazing Indian guru who came to Italy. He was like super awesome. He's like amazing. He's called Prabhakar Dhagde, and he just plays divine harmonium. It's just amazing, and he's a composer as well. I got lucky to get lessons from him in Italy, and I've studied Western music as well. So I connect Western music and Indian music, and that's kind of unique to the harmonium in a way, because harmonium definitely is a mixed instrument. So it's Indian, but it's also Western because it has the keys of the Western influence, which is already going back from 15th century, so it's very old, the keys, the keyboard. And, harmony, so harmonium comes from harmony. So
Mm.
we want to play the harmony, and that is something that comes from Western music system. And in Indian classical music, there is no harmony, so no chords. So that's interesting. But still, we want to definitely play the chords when accompanying songs like bhajans, kirtans. So that's, I think, kind of my specialty, connect both music systems, because I have knowledge about both music systems, and that's what I do, combining both.
So good. Yes, and when you're combining both, you also have the ability to expand that knowledge of the Saraswati. What we know is the nod or the knowledge of your childhood with the attraction. And myself, I think mirroring you and meeting you, that's why I was really excited for people to hear or to see that we're taking that opportunity to build bridges with East and West
Mhm.
understanding,
Definitely.
right? And expand like the virtues or the cultural aspects, but to see what the West has done with time and space, the evolution of what we are as a human race. So I
Hmm.
love I love adding that in, to your uniqueness and what you're adding to the world of music and the
Yes.
world of your
And
your personal gift.
you're talking about Saraswati, and I think I just want to share something, what I learned about Sri Saraswati. That
Yeah.
is that in the one hand, she has the Vedas. So that stands for the knowledge. And in the other hand, she has the Vina, which is the creativity. So basically, we want to have a balance between being intuitive, but also having the right knowledge and the right skills. So if you don't have the right knowledge and the skills, you can only go to a certain extent. And so it's important to have certain knowledge about music, um, and have some proper training, right? And
Mm.
that will give you real freedom. That is like the evolution that happens, and evolution is a combination of yin and yang, so it's both. It's one is the knowledge, and the other side is the spontaneity, is the creativity. So, and combining both is what really creates the magic, so that's what I try to do, find that balance and offer people the access to the right knowledge in a step-by-step way, very accessible and inspiring, and very complete, but never overwhelming, so they can absorb all this knowledge and then see how that benefits them in their music playing, and it gives freedom.
I love how you're expressing what I can see. I'm an observer as a meditator, and I think all of us knowing if you started meditation at a young age, we connect to this inner witness. And then
Mm-hmm.
that is really where we see the divine unfolding through us. So the evolution of your harmonium wisdom of the Saraswati, this is your Saraswati,
Mm-hmm.
you know, the beauty
Yes.
of your Saraswati and the opportunity to grow and to evolve your wisdom. We're having some colors, you know, so
Amazing.
I just
So
feel like
colorful.
what I've learned on this journey, friends, even when we're in this moment of creativity, the divine is the play. The divine is either giving us great Wi-Fi access or is giving us colors or it's expanding us. So I really feel this is what we are. The teaching is evolving. If we can see it evolving, even in this moment where we're with this interview, I'm okay with being here now. I'm
Mhm.
okay with the divine teaching me something right now. And that's really the presence that I feel of this opportunity to be a master, which I see you are as a teacher. Now you have about 650 students. You've got great reviews on Google. So you've done the homework of your evolution. You have the ability to get this code out to the Blissed Out community. I'm going to put it in Conscious Living Network, Conscious Living Radio, and then we'll also have it in Unite. Now, this is a Vancouver community which can reach you online. And you did mention that you do one-on-one also, right?
Yes, that's true. So basically, my main course is a very complete course consisting of pre-recorded lessons, but it also has Q&As and group classes. So it's a very complete course, and that's where all my students, like majority of the students, are taking these classes, um, and they see a lot of benefit. Now, for some people, I do definitely, work one-on-one. So I have private mentorship where we can work um, tailor-made, really like, okay, what is your goals? Where do you want to go? What is your current state? What are your strengths? What are your, challenges? So we can work on that and get to a level and really build a whole, um, you know, um, trajectory or like a road to go, a plan special for you, So that's what
Mhm.
I also offer. And I also have a teacher training. So that's for people, they have that idea like, okay, that would be so cool if I can start teaching. But how, am I good enough, or I'm unsure about teaching, and how to attract clients, how do I get students? So these all these practical things, but also making sure that what you're teaching is correct, is like technically correct. And that's also what I do, help people to get them ready to become a teacher, a harmonium teacher. Yeah. So I do have these are one-on-one trainings because you need to really work one-on-one. But yeah, so I have like a few options basically.
So we have options for introduction for students that haven't had the skill set. You also have options where they can start as an intro and then do a long period course, and for teachers that want to expand their teaching skills.
Yes, correct.
Okay.
So especially for you, and for your channel, I've created a special introductory course. So that's like an amazing start. So for people out there that are like, okay, maybe harmonium is something for me, but I want to discover more and see. Um, I want to explore, and I want to have a nice start. Um, that course is really great. So it goes through the fundamentals and gives you a nice introduction to harmonium. He will teach you some really interesting stuff, and you will be playing some songs, of course, which is eventually what you want. You want to play chants and songs and have fun. So that's what you will get to, being it still in a basic way, but definitely you'll see a lot of progress. So that starter course is really great, and I can offer it for you with a special offer.
Mhm.
So I will give you a link to the page to get it, so you can share it with your followers.
Mhm.
If people are like really serious interested, to they can take to my main course, and usually I want to invite people to get on a call, so we can have a little bit of a connection. I feel that's very important. Connect to people, get to know each other, and yeah, basically see how I can help. That's very important. And maybe you're looking for something that I cannot help you with. Uh, that might be. So in that case, we have to talk about it very, very straightforward. But that's also possible. And if it's a teacher training or a private mentorship, better idea also to have a little call together. I can also give you a link for that to book a call with me if people are interested to do that. We can have a little chat.
So I love this idea about the evolution of harmonium and how you stem the knowledge from your personal childhood into the evolution of what people are learning and what people are getting from your own personal experience with love of music, your passion for music. So maybe talk a little bit about your journey with music and your passion projects, places that you've been with music, the ability to expand yourself in the world, and how your development of this system can support people in that confidence.
All right. Well, so basically, I started playing violin as a child, piano, and harmonium. So these three are my main instruments. Then apart from that, I like to just have fun and play other instruments as well. So I play a bit of guitar, bass guitar. I'm quite, like a multi-instrumentalist. I like to play flutes and bansuri and some, whistles, Celtic whistles. I also play, you know, that's just like I'm kind of broad in my music styles as well. So a little bit of pop music. I even created a rock album once. So that's long ago. But yeah. Anyway, I want to say that I'm exploring different kinds of music, and but I stick to my main instruments: piano, violin, harmonium. Um, most of the time lately I'm playing like harmonium, so not so much piano. Anyway, the thing is that basically what I want to give to people is inspiration. I think it's like um I think once I got a very beautiful um well, I would say feedback from somebody who was attending a concert,
Mm-hmm.
and they came to me, and that person said, well, it was so beautiful that by listening to your music, I I kind of remembered that there is something like a heaven. And I was like, what? That's so
Oh,
beautiful. Amazing. And it was such a beautiful compliment. Like,
oh,
you touched something in my soul, and now I remembered that there is a heaven. Oh,
wow.
that was the best thing ever. And I was
What were you
actually
playing
really
there?
touched.
What was it, like
I was
harmonium or
I
violin?
was I think I was playing violin. Um because violin is an instrument you can put a lot of um feeling and soul into the violin. Yeah, it's just an
Mm,
instrument that really sings.
mm,
um yeah, that's the I think it was violin, but it doesn't matter really the instrument, but it's just, yeah, I think sharing joy, sharing inspiration, and touching. Music has a strong power, right?
mm,
It can uplift people, it can bring them to a higher energy, and it just awakens something in them that sometimes they don't know what happens. It's something happened, but I don't know what it was. So, like, one person came to a concert, and after the concert he explained, the moment you started playing, something happened, and the energy came from my um like from down below my
mm,
stomach. it
mm.
it was rising up to my top of my head,
Oh,
and it just was going open, and that person was not spiritual. He was just like not spiritual at all. He just, I never experienced something like that, but he was just listening to the music. So music has that power. Music has a
mm,
power to bring people on a higher um you know energetic level, and it's healing. It's
mm,
nourishing people. It's comforting people, and it's inspiring people. But it can also be used in a wrong way, in a negative way, and that's
mm,
what we hear on the radio a lot. And also a lot of artists these days, they are just bringing people down in their in lower
vibration, yes.
vibration. Yes,
Mm,
that's what is happening, and music has a power to give you also a negative energy. So that is something we can be conscious about. But I just want to help people, as much people as possible, to make beautiful, uplifting music and share that with the world. Because first thing is, it makes you happy because you're playing beautiful music. But if you can share it with other people, it makes them happy as well. And that's what the world needs. It needs
mm,
people who who play beautiful music. And so I want to help to contribute and share my experience and help people to also be able to play beautiful music.
The harmonium evolution, friends. I really feel the words that you're saying and the networks that we have that we've been supporting people out in BC, Vancouver. Blissed Out Network is based on the same vision and the fundaments of higher vibration and connecting to the higher self through yoga, through meditation, through Reiki, through all methodologies that are serving a conscious connection. Conscious Living Radio is also supporting that over the last 30 years, and I've been one of their administration there for since 2011. Unite is another group of people. You know, you guys, if you're hearing this, Shine and Kelly will be posting this out there. Is that we have a beautiful brother now out in the Netherlands who has been born into this lineage, but who has a master skill of bringing you back to evolution with harmonium. So I think, you know, even though we have this chance to make this Zoom call, we've had some interruption with Wi-Fi. Remember, the words that are being said and the grace of this opportunity just to connect the first time. We'll have more podcasts to come, but I know that this is a seed. I didn't want to ignore this beautiful moment with this soul. Kenny, I'm so glad to have met you and to have this opportunity for your heart and your vision and your father, God bless him, to be able to, you know, to nourish us with a legacy of meditation through music and the evolution of your teachings. I wish all the best for you. I'm excited also to be working with you and to sharing this myself in my own life and for a possible event in the next coming years where we welcome you to Canada and planting the right seed right now with Blissed Out Network.
Amazing. Thank you so much.
Yes. Thanks for your story. Guys, I'll drop some links and things he'll have prepared next couple days. We'll make sure we'll get this out at the right time. And I just wanted to honor this opportunity and how easy now social media is getting us connected to WhatsApp, to business, to this beautiful moment where I was able to catch a beautiful soul on the other side of the world. Use your social media wisely. Grow yourself and evolve with your talents is the message of Blissed Out Network. Thank you, Kenny. You're a great inspiration, and we'll see each other soon.
Thank you. Thanks for having me and all the best. Thank you.
Thank you.